guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. This week it is back to school, so I thought I would do a lunchbox ideas video. This has been highly requested by you guys because a lot of schools, because of the current situation, are asking parents to provide packed lunches rather than doing hot dinners. So some parents that haven't needed to do this before now do. So I have so many great ideas for you in this video. Alternative ideas to sandwiches. I'm also going to share with you some really nice healthy snacks, and I'm even going to show you my viewers' recommendations. I reached out to you guys on Instagram and you guys had some amazing ideas. So I hope you really enjoy this video, and with all that said, let's get into my lunch ideas. So the National Health Service in the UK suggests that when you're packing your child's lunchbox, you include foods like starchy foods such as bread, potatoes, rice or pasta, protein foods like meat, fish, eggs or beans, a dairy item like cheese or yogurt, and of course vegetables and a portion of fruit. So of course sandwiches are a firm favorite when it comes to packed lunches. Some of my kids' favorite sandwiches are cheese, cream cheese, tuna mayo, egg mayo, and deli meats as well. But today I'm going to show you 7 alternatives to sandwiches to give you some ideas. So the first alternative to sandwiches that I wanted to show you is a bento box. I'm sure some of you guys know this already. It's basically like a lunch that is made up of lots of little picky bits. This is my son Caleb's like ultimate lunch, and also great for toddlers as well. So I've got this little lunch box. It's a yum box, but there are loads of different ones available, and it's got little compartments, and you can literally just put in whatever you have in your fridge and store cupboard and make up a really nice lunch. So the little bento box that we have actually has prompts that are written in the little section. So in the grains, I'm putting in some breadsticks. I'm also adding in some hummus. In the protein, I'm putting ham. For fruit, I'm adding in some oranges and chopped up grapes. For veggies, I'm putting in some cherry tomatoes and cucumbers. And for dairy, a little frube fits into this compartment. So you could literally put anything into this lunchbox that you know your child will love. So to give you some more ideas, I'm putting in some rice cakes for grains, some cubed cheese for dairy, some sugar snap peas, a portion of fruit, some cooked chicken, which could be leftovers. And then for dessert, I'm adding in some really sweet dried mango. So this next recipe is for turkey and vegetable bites. This is the kind of recipe that you can make ahead and meal prep, and it will keep in your fridge for 4 days, or you can also freeze them. They're super healthy, packed full of protein, so I'll show you how to make them. So this recipe is similar to the sausage rolls with hidden veggies that I showed in my Fussy Eaters video. But first off, I'm going to blend together all of the wet ingredients. So I'm going to beat up an egg. I'm going to add a tablespoon of soy sauce or tamari, and then a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. This gives it a really nice flavor, and it's not a spicy mustard, so kids they don't mind it. Then I'm adding in some chopped up spring onions and lean turkey mince, and I'm just going to mix that together with my hands before adding in a grated carrot and half a grated courgette. Then I'm going to give that a really good mix, and then add 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm using wholemeal, but whatever you have. And again, just mix that up. It's basically like making these little turkey burger patties that are bite size. So what I'm going to do is put some oil into a pan, and then I'm going to take a tablespoon of the mixture, just flatten that into a tiny little almost like a burger shape, and then stick that straight into my pan, and then I'll leave that to cook for 3 to 4 minutes on each side, or until they're just fully cooked. And that is basically it. You wait until they get brown, and they're really yummy. They're easy for them to just pick up and eat, and then you can add these to your child's lunchbox with some of their other favorites, and mine would have 3 of these for lunch. So they're super healthy, packed full of veggies, and then I've also added in some cucumber, oranges, pretzels, and a Baby Bell. Another great idea is to use leftovers or things that you have in your fridge. So I'm going to show you how to make a very simple pasta salad. So obviously you just want to cook the pasta as you normally would, and then today I'm going to add in some cooked chicken, some sweet corn and some pesto as well. So any leftover pasta is great for lunch, but if you wanted to make this up, I'm just adding some pasta, some cooked chicken, some sweet corn, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of pesto. And then I'm just going to give that a really good mix. And there you have it. That has made loads of lunch for the boys. And I just add it into a lunchbox like this, which is sectioned off. And this one's really handy because on the top of it, it also has a little spoon and a little fork, which are really easy for the kids to access. So I'll link this lunchbox down below. I think I found it on Amazon. Another great idea, which can also be a veggie option, is to send in quiches. Now, obviously you could buy a quiche, cut it up, and you're done. But I'm also going to show you how you can make simple little quiches at home and send them in for lunches. So in my last lunchbox ideas video, I showed you how to make egg muffins. So this is like another option, but they are also really simple. So definitely go and check out the video as well. So I've got these quiche molds, but if you don't have these, then a muffin tin works great as well. So I've just rolled out a pre-made short crust pastry. I'm going to grease my molds and then cut out some circles just using a cup or the molds themselves. And I'm just going to kind of like put the pastry into the molds. If you run out of pastry, don't worry, it's really simple to flatten back out and cut some more. It's very forgiving and easy to mold. So while I make the filling for the quiches, I'm actually going to stick that into the fridge to set. And the filling is so very simple. All I'm going to do is beat up 2 eggs and then also 120 ml of milk. And then I'm also going to add in some salt and pepper, but if your kids don't like pepper, don't add this in. And then all I'm going to do is just beat that up. So once that's all combined, I'm going to add that to the pastry with any other veggies or ham or cheese or whatever you'd like in a quiche. So first off, I'm just adding in some more sweet corn and peppers. But as I said, you can add in like little bits of meat or some cheese, or if you want it completely plain, that's fine as well. Then I'm going to add in the egg mixture. I'm only doing about 3 tablespoons into these little quiches because the egg mixture will actually rise up. So you don't want to fill it all the way to the very top of the pastry. You need it to have a little bit of room. Then you can stick them into your oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown. And that is it. They are done. And my child will probably only have 1 of these big ones for lunch or 2 of the smaller ones. And then you can just add in anything else that they would like. Another great alternative to sandwiches, but also still very easy and the kids still love them, is to do wraps. Obviously, there are so many different variations that you can do, but I'm going to show you a simple cream cheese and ham one today. So my kids love wraps, and as I said, they're so quick and easy to make. All I'm doing today is spreading on some cream cheese to a wrap, adding some ham, then I'm going to roll that up and cut that into more bite-sized pieces. Or if your child prefers, like sometimes Caleb likes to just have the one big long roll because it's really easy to hold. Then I'm going to add that into their lunchbox with some other favorites. And yeah, this is really simple and fills them up as well. And you can do so many different things in wraps. Another really nice and easy idea, which is similar to the bento box idea, is to make kebabs or skewers. So I'm going to use these little toothpicks today, and they look adorable and they're super quick to make as well. So I feel like this lunch idea looks a little bit extra, but in reality, it is so quick and easy to do. All I'm doing is adding on some rolled up ham, some cucumber, cherry tomato, melon, cheese, and some grapes onto the little toothpick, and it just looks really impressive. Sometimes it's all about the presentation, and yeah, I would love that for lunch. This next idea is another great way to use up leftovers, and that is having a picnic lunch. So my kids love to have a picnic dinner. Sometimes we'll put on a movie, put out a blanket, and then we'll eat like picky bits on the blanket. So this is like a lunch version of that. So you can put in things like just anything you would take on a picnic, like chicken drumsticks, veggies, fruit, any salads you have left over. So I'll show you how I do it. So again, this is a great one for leftovers. I feel like some of these ideas sound a little bit lazy, but if you have leftover potato salad, pasta salad, chicken drumsticks, little cocktail sausages, these are actually the vegan Scotch eggs. Veggies, I'm just sticking in some cut up veg, like mine really love to eat pepper. And I'm always surprised when I add veg into their lunch boxes, it always comes back having been eaten. It's never like left. And then I can also add in the potato salad there. You could put in some cheese or some raisins. And yeah, that's a picnic lunch. I also have some healthy snack ideas for you. As I mentioned, I reached out to you guys on Instagram and said, give me your snack ideas. And some of you had some amazing ones that we've actually never tried. So I wanted to show you some of our favorite snacks and also some of my viewers' favorite snacks. So I've laid them all out here. So hummus and breadsticks, so many people recommended. Also you can do carrot sticks and hummus or other veggies as well. Pretzels was another popular one. Also just cubed cheese or Baby Bells. Yogurt, I love these Suckies ones because there's no nasties in them. Also Actimels. Frubes yogurt tubes was another one that came up lots, and these are great because you can actually freeze these and then they act as an ice pack in your lunch, but are like thawed out by lunchtime. Then a very interesting one that came up, you guys recommended that your kids like to eat seaweed. So I'm gonna give it a test out on my boys, see what they think. Obviously fruit is such a great easy snack. Lots of you said sugar snap peas as well. Granola bars are great, Nature Valley bars or other little like easy naked bars, stuff like that. Rice cakes was a popular one. My kids love the salt and vinegar ones or the caramel ones. Mini cheddars came up a lot. Popcorn is a great healthy snack. Serene malt loaf came up a lot. My kids personally love the banana flavor. Also Barney Bears is a great dessert to put into a lunch or as a snack. And then dried fruit came up a lot. Also figs, apricots, medjool dates are super sweet and yummy. Obviously raisins, kids love raisins. And also things like dried mango and dried raspberry as well came up. Yeah, so I hope you like those healthy snack ideas. Thank you so much to you guys for recommending them as well. I must admit, as a nut allergy sufferer's parent, it did terrify me a little bit how many people were recommending nuts and peanut butter and things of that nature. I probably wouldn't have thought about it before my son had a nut allergy and he goes to a nut-free school, but something to consider maybe when you're packing snacks. Right, so that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more suggestions, I would love to see them in the comments below because I'm sure everyone would really like to read them. And I really hope that back to school goes well for you guys. I'll be thinking of all of you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.